Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, beautiful people. Welcome to our Holiday Blessing Show. Welcome to the last show of 2024. We are delighted that you have joined us, whether it's in the live broadcast or a few days later, a few minutes later, a replay. We thank you. We are honored tonight to bless some people with varied gifts and varied ways. And so we are truly excited to bring some joy to the hearts of others this evening. And please like and share the broadcast. Like and share the broadcast. It is so important that we share all the goodness there is about life because there's so much happening that's dark. And we want to make sure that we are bringing the light. Life with Shenita's ultimate goal is to help people overcome life's challenges and to encourage them to live a vibrant life. With all the things that are going on, as I said, in and around the world, we need as much light, we need as much hope, we need as much love as we possibly can bring. So we all are responsible in doing our part in that way. So thank you again for tuning in, and thank you for liking and sharing the broadcast. So again, today is Holiday Blessings. And every year I do a holiday show, and this year is no different. We wanted to bring some joy to others, and I decided to incorporate friends and family members to do just that. And why is it important to bless others? Because it allows us to extend kindness and grace to those who we can and create a positive ripple effect by fostering a caring community, strengthening relationships, and bringing joy to those around us. Essentially, it's a way to actively contribute to the well-being of other people and experience the personal fulfillment that comes from giving back. And so some of my friends said yes to join me to do just that. And we are so excited about it because it's not too often that people think beyond their own personal circle or their own life. And so tonight I have with me some very special people, and I would like to bring them to the platform. If you would help me welcome my wonderful guest this evening. First, I have Miss Angela Lewis, who is near and dear to my heart. So I want you guys to welcome her to the platform. Good evening, Angela.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, Shenita. Thank you for
Hello,
having me.
hello. How are you?
I am fabulous.
Wonderful. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for saying yes. Thank you for joining me in this way. It couldn't have been more perfect when I called and shared the vision with you, and you were like, "Oh my goodness, this is right on time." And so God knows, we may not, but he knows exactly how to orchestrate everything. And so I'm grateful to be a part of that. So without delay, will you introduce yourself to the audience?
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Angela Lewis, and I am a proud dual career professional. I am a real estate agent with Keller Williams West Atlanta, and I am also co host of the Boom Lineal podcast, which is a podcast that gives insightful nuggets for entrepreneurs, leaders, and real estate professionals.
Yes, it's great broadcast. You got to check it out. It's
Thank
on a
you.
whole nother level.
Thank you.
Yes, and you look cute too.
Thank you.
As always. So thank you for bringing your cheer. I
Okay.
see those lights in the back. I love it.
Wonderful.
I love it. So without delay, we have another company that said yes. Wilkins Tax Services said yes to being a part of the broadcast tonight and blessing someone. And so we have two representatives from Wilkins Tax Services, one who happens to be my youngest daughter, Brittany Scott. Welcome to the platform.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you for saying yes. Thank you
You're
for standing in
welcome.
the gap for Angelique this evening.
You're welcome.
Yes, and let's, please introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Brittany Scott. I do work for Clayton County Public Schools as a transportation admin, and as well, I'm working with Wilkins Tax Services as a tax preparer.
So thank you, Brittany.
You're welcome.
So, and we have Miss Tamika, who has also said yes to standing in the gap for Wilkins Tax Services. Miss Angelique is the owner, and she's unable to be here due to family obligations. And so she had two women who said, we will stand in the gap for you. So hello to you, Tamika.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you and happy holidays, and thank you for inviting me.
Yes, thank you. And I'm so glad that you said yes and you could stand in the gap. And so we'd like for you to introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay, my name is Tamika, and I am an admin for Department of Early Care and Learning. And I also said yes to be a tax preparer for Wilkins Tax Services for this year. And I am here to help with any questions or any of your tax services, any needs, any preparations. Just give us a call. As you have it, we have our email in the chat, and we also have our telephone number there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for saying yes. And so we have one more person that's supposed to join us as a guest host tonight, and she may be delayed. However, we are going to keep moving forward. So with that being said, tell us, ladies, Angela, starting with you, okay. Why did you say yes, and why is it important to you to give back to others?
Well, it was when you told me, well, actually, you sent me a text, and it was like that Monday and Sunday. I actually was serving. In our hospitality lounge at my church. And what we do is we actually feed all the volunteers there, and they can come and relax and eat. And I actually noticed these two young teenage girls sitting down, and their hair was alike, and their clothes were sort of similar. So I walked up to them and stated, "Hey, are you ladies twins?" And they said, "No, we're actually triplets." And they pointed, to their brother who was sitting across from them. And I was like so amazed because I never met real life triplets before, right? And they were, just so kind and so mannerable. We just began the dialogue, and just something just impressed upon me during this season. I said, well, you know what? I just feel this is just a season of giving. And do you mind if I be a Christmas angel? I'd like to bless you all with a gift. And they just smiled, and they were like, oh my gosh. I said, well, what's something that you all would like? And, in the day of time when all children usually have such a long list, they just simply looked at me and smiled and said, well, we don't know, and I just thought it was just so sweet. They were so humble, and their mother was there. And she introduced herself to me, and she said, I've just taught them that, we don't really go all out necessarily for Christmas, but I think that is so nice of you. And I just said, well, I just would like to be a blessing for you, for your family, and get you guys something. So that's the whole thing. To me, that family, they symbolize the spirit of togetherness and gratitude and the innocence of the joy of the holiday season.
I love it. I love it. Right. That's what it's about. Mm-hmm. They caught your eye while you were serving, and you were led to bless them simply from what you saw. That is just a beautiful story. So I'm excited to have you here tonight and to be a blessing to those triplets. They'll always remember that, and one day they'll be able to pay it forward.
Yes. And may I state they are 13 years old and their names are Keziah, Nahalia, and Joshua.
Oh, wow. So 2 girls and a boy.
Yes.
Mhm.
Wow. Triplets, 13 years old. I can't wait to see them. So I hope I get to see them.
Yes. Okay.
So with that being said, we have Brittany and Tamika. If you ladies would share with us why, in addition to being asked because you're a part of Wilkins Tax Services, why do you feel it's important to bless other people?
Okay, so well, at Wilkin Tax Services, we believe in making a difference, and not only through expert tax preparation, but also by giving back to our community. And our mission is to provide quality, reliable, and personalized tax services while fostering a spirit of generosity and support around for the people around us as well. So this year,
Awesome.
we're going to honor a blessing to a family by giving them a donation of $100, as well as offering them free tax services so that it can kind of help them be get up on their foot some for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Awesome. And I know there was supposed to be a Cecily, I think, joining you all.
Yeah, she's not feeling well today.
Okay. And thank you for that. And Brittany, what did it mean, or does this mean to you as a single mother?
Yes, as a single mother, of course, to me, blessing others, you'll always get blessed in return. And it means a lot as well, making a lasting impression, because you never know what kind of burden someone is going through, and being able to just do something meaningful.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Thank you. So with that being said, I am going to invite my honoree in tonight because she only has 30 minutes. I'm not sure if you all have your honorees here. If you do, tell me and I'll let them in on the platform. I do see some people. I see someone by the name of T. Witherspoon, and I see a
Brittany, yes.
Yes. Brittany Wilson.
Yes, Wilson.
Okay, so Donna, before we bring them in, Donna Adams is our other guest host tonight. And Donna, welcome. Thank you so much for being present and also saying yes to blessing someone. I know you said your guest may not be able to be here, but I just want to thank you for saying yes and being willing to publicly bless someone that you felt worthy of that blessing. So with that being said, would you like to introduce yourself, Donna?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Donna Adams. I run a company called DAATL. I primarily do special events, but I'm moving in the space of event management. I met Shenita while I was doing corporate events and catering, and did a few projects or events for her. But now the industry has shifted a little bit, so I'm primarily doing consultation as well as just event management.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And share with the audience really quickly why it's important to you to give back and why you said yes.
Well, I like giving. That's always just been my way of doing things. I like to give back, even in business. When I started out, I usually try and help some of the younger groups of people that try and get into the industry that I've been in for a little bit over 35 years. And I kind of share tidbits with them. So I don't mind sharing and giving in that way, as well as just being able to give back to the community.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Thank you. That's why we are kindred spirits.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Mhm.
So I'm going to invite my honoree in, and I'm going to invite Witherspoon in, and we're going to get this party started. How about that?
Okay.
So my honoree is Nicole Shelley. Welcome, Nicole.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
How is
So
everyone?
Hello, Nicole.
Hello, how are you, Nicole?
Hi,
Hello, Miss Nicole.
hi.
Nicole is near and dear to my heart. And I met Nicole when I was facilitating parent education through the University of Georgia, Clayton County Extension Office years ago. And we connected then. She was a participant, and we've been stuck together since. And that was was it 2012?
2012.
And so I have watched her family blossom, grow. The baby girl is now how old?
15.
Wow. So when I connect with people, really connect, I connect. And so I'm grateful to have watched her matriculate through that program and raise the two older boys and the baby girl, and work a job and stay connected with me all these years. And she always acknowledges the seeds that I planted in her life back in 2012. And so when I was thinking about who this year I would bless, I immediately thought about her and a male participant that was a part of the program as well, but he was not able to come tonight. And immediately I thought of you, Nicole, because of the light that you bring to others. You're always sharing resources publicly, privately. You're always doing for everyone. And so I wanted to take this time out to say thank you for being a bright, shining star, not only to me, but to others. And so when I reached out to one of my friends, Michael Abrams, who is now working in Nebraska, he said, "Hey, I would like to send a cash out for this young lady that you were telling me about." And so I want to, on behalf of Michael Abrams and the Life with Shenita talk show, I want to send you $100 cash
Oh,
out to
wow.
you, and to use for whatever you would like to use it for, but for you to continue to be a bright, shining light. I want you to
Oh, yes.
stay as sweet as you are.
Thank you. I am lit. Listen, just from the compliments, I'm in tears. So
I,
thank you. I
yes,
really, I really, I really appreciate the blessing. I
yes,
do. Like
we,
I really do.
yes. And I am so honored you said yes. I know you're at work and you didn't have a lot of time, but I thank you for letting your boss know that you need to carve out a few minutes to come to your car.
I did. I was like, I said, I know you all called me in, but I made a promise. And you don't know this, but I call you my Georgia mama.
I love
So
it.
I said, listen, I made a promise to my Georgia mama
I love
that
it.
I am going to be in a meeting with her at 7. So I have to go to my car at 7.
I love
So
it.
I
Ooh,
love you.
I
I
love
know
you
Yeah.
you
too.
know we love you. My
Yes,
entire family loves you
yes.
so much.
Yes, I appreciate having y'all in my fold. So to
You're
you, continue to be a light. Continue to raise your family and provide as you are doing. It's not gone unnoticed. So I love you. Merry Christmas,
Thank you.
and send me a text with your cash out, please, so that I
Oh,
can send it to you right away.
okay, thank you. And again, I love you so much. You
Love
already
you
know
too. Yes, and we'll get together and touch bases maybe before the new year.
that. Okay. Nice
All
to meet
right.
you, ladies. Bye,
Merry
Nice to
Brittany.
meet you too.
Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Congratulations.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Take
Merry
care.
Christmas. Enjoy.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. And so our next guest will be Tamika Wilkins Tax Service, and you said that is
Brittany.
Tania Britt. The person that says Britt, named Britt on here?
Brittany Wilson, it should be.
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
just
It's Brittany Wilson.
okay. Hi, Britt.
Hello, you guys.
How are
Hello,
you?
Hi.
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 Okay, there. I had to get the camera on. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, welcome and thank you so much for joining us for this
Oh, you're
holiday
welcome.
blessing.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll allow Tamika and Brittany to share with you.
Okay. Hi, Brittany. I am Tamika. I am one of the tax preparers for Wilkins Services, and I will be standing in for Angel and
Mm-hmm.
presenting you your holiday gift. Okay. So you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
myself. You also have Brittany Scott as well. So
Hi,
this year
Brittany.
how you doing, Brittany?
We're doing fine.
Good.
Okay, so this year we're going to honor the blessings of Brittany Wilson, a determined and hardworking mother, with free tax preparation services for the upcoming tax season, along with a $100 gift card for the holiday season. Brittany's resilience and dedication to her family inspires us, and we hope this small gesture enlightens her load, bring holiday cheers, and sets her up with a brighter new year.
Oh, thank you guys.
I
You're
love it.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Greatly
you're-
appreciated.
And you're welcome
You're
to respond, Brittany, if you like.
Okay, I want to say thank you for choosing me. I do work hard, but I know it's a lot of other women out there work hard just as well as I do, to provide for these babies and give them, what we feel is to suit their needs, And I could really use those free tax preparer services. So yeah,
Good.
I am. I don't even know what to say, y'all. I'm excited.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations and continue to, be a light because you had to be a light to stand out to be recognized. And so
Yes, ma'am.
continue to shine and keep your family first, your children, because the investment that you place on them now will
Mhm.
benefit you and them later and the world.
That's
So,
right.
yeah, so continue to keep them at the forefront.
Yes, ma'am.
And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry
And
Christmas.
happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Have a safe Christmas and
Enjoy
and a
your
happy
day.
New Year.
Yes.
ma'am.
So Wilkins Tax Services. Thank you all so much, Angel, Tamika, Brittany. I appreciate you more than you know.
Yes. Thank you guys so kindly.
Yes. And
For
so
having-
Donna,
Yes.
would you like to share what you plan to do for your honoree?
Yes. So I want to be a blessing and an encouragement to a young man who's 23 years old. His name's Zaki Kuntz. He's actually a part of my family. So I want to be able to give him some hope. He's had a long, hard life. Well, I wouldn't say long, but he's had a rough way to go for the last few years. He's lost his mother, and he's just trying to find his way. So I want to be able to give him $300 in cash, set up a GoFundMe for him to help him, as well as get him started with a wealth management company to help him manage his finances as he gets money in through the GoFundMe.
Awesome. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Kuntz. I sure wish we could get a chance to meet him, but I'm so glad that you deemed him worthy to be blessed tonight on this broadcast. So thank you so very much for saying yes.
Absolutely.
And if you want to share your business briefly, Donna, before we get to Angela with the last presentation for this 30 minutes.
Yes, so I do consulting services as well as event management, and the company name is DAATL. The website, and if you're able to take it down, is da-atl.com.
da-atl.com, and I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least for this first segment, we have Miss Angela Lewis, who is going to share her blessing in, I guess, more detail for her triplets.
So I just want to say the family is actually on vacation in Orlando, Florida right now. The mother is Simone, and she did say she was going to do her best to try to jump on the Zoom call. But, you know, you're vacationing, they're probably there with Mickey. And so tell Mickey hi for all of us. I understand.
Yes.
But I do have, this is the gift for Kasaya, stack of gifts. I've got a stack of gifts for Nahelia, and I've got a stack of gifts that I'll be giving out to Joshua. So children or teenagers, teens,
yes,
catch me on Sunday in the hospitality suite. I'll be serving at the 10 o'clock service, and I will have your gifts to deliver to you then.
Yes, and thank you so much, Angela, for just sharing the blessing to this family of triplets. Mm-hmm. You know, I can only imagine what that journey has been like. You know what I'm saying? Triplets.
Yeah, I know. And so when the mom was telling me that, I was thinking like, oh my gosh, what do you do? But I was so happy. But you know, there is a saying that says it is impossible to put a smile on someone else's face and it doesn't make you smile, you know? Mm-hmm. And so when I told the children I wanted to get them something and they were just smiling, my heart just warmed, you know? So I'm excited to be able to do this or whatnot. So I'm excited and I can't wait for Sunday to actually put the gifts in their hands.
I know it. It is exciting. That's why I wanted to have people in my circle to be a part of this, because it feels good to help and to give.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the mom doesn't know it, but I got her a little something as well.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about. You couldn't do the kids without doing mom.
I could not, no.
Yeah. Not being the person that you are.
Thank you.
Yes. So I want to say thank you to my first leg of the night, Angela, Brittany, Tamika, Donna. Thank you all for saying yes to blessing the people that you have blessed this evening. So I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and happy holiday season. Be safe, take care, and I'm here for you. Love and blessings to all of you all. And thank you again.
Thank you, Shenita.
Thank you, Shenita, for allowing us to share. And thank you to my fellow panelists. Merry Christmas to everybody.
And nice to meet everybody.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone.
You're welcome. Have a happy holidays as well.
Happy holidays, Shenita.
Thank you. Love you all.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wasn't that amazing? So that was the first leg of tonight's broadcast. And so we are going to enjoy the second half of tonight's broadcast with my very special guest. Again, I have with me my near and dear friend, Stephanie Norman, that I grew up with from first grade until today. Good evening.
Good evening.
We go way back, way back. And I am honored to have my bonus brother with me tonight, Arthur Bowen, all the way from the ATL, but residing in Birmingham, Alabama, where Kim Scott is, and he knows the crew of Kim Scott. What's happening, Arthur?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, ho, ho.
Yeah, this light is bothering me. I'm gonna have to dim it or something.
Oh, I see what you mean. But you still, I see you representing that purple.
I refuse to wear that red Santa hat. So
I already knew that you were going to have on purple.
And we actually have an event going on right now for like the December birthday bro. So
Okay.
I was like, listen, I got to step away because I got to go do this with Shenita.
Right. I love it. I love it. So Stephanie's representing her red, and you got your purple, and we have one more that's joining us, Jaquez Baldwin, and so we're gonna bring him in. And good evening to you, Mr. Baldwin.
Great evening. How everybody feeling today?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm in my holiday spirit. You might not can tell. I might not be festive with my attire or my background, but I am in a holiday spirit.
Well, we're glad to have you in whatever outfit you have on. And you look mighty dapper, by the way. Okay. So thank you all. First of all, thank you all for saying yes to be a part of this holiday blessing. I think it is important for us to give back to others, even when we find ourselves possibly in need. As Angela said, it is impossible to give to others and it not have a positive effect on you. And so I always want my posture to resemble a heart to serve and to give. So I'm glad that I have people in my corner who believe the same thing. So thank you. So before we invite our guests in, let's go around and introduce ourselves, starting with the ladies first, as always. Stephanie, will you introduce yourself?
Yes. Good evening. I am super excited to be here. I actually get on the road in the morning, so this is a great send-off for me to be able to be on your show and to give, to put me in the holiday spirit. So I'm Stephanie. Full-time job is I'm an HR manager for the Emerald Coast Utilities Authority. And then my other full-time volunteer job is the conference director for the Florida State Council, HR Florida State Council. So I'll be directing the statewide HR conference this year. So we have over 1,600 people that attend that event. And so it's going to be super exciting. And we're in the giving mood. And so again, this just sets us right off in the right spirit. So
Yes, I absolutely love it. So thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
And Stephanie did not say, but she's a retired, tell them what you are, warrant officer.
Yes, so 30 years retired from the military, which thank God I'm working on my second retirement right now. I got 2 more years. But yes, I am a retired Army CW3, 30 years military.
Woo, woo. Now, Arthur is not Army. Can you guess what he is?
Not Navy. Navy?
Not Navy.
Air Force?
No. No.
Marines.
There you go. The best uniform.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I did see your photo there. Yeah.
Yes. Can you guys see me now? Because on my end, it's still frozen in the other room.
It's frozen.
It's
we
frozen.
Hear you, but let me see. Nope, I don't see where I can let you in again. But we hear you.
Yeah,
okay.
We hear you.
Well, it'll kick on or something. So
yeah. So will you introduce yourself, Arthur?
Yes, I am a retired Marine Corps First Sergeant, 26 years, I believe it was. Then I decided to take my ball and go home. I am currently actually last month, I just went over 27 years at the United States Postal Service.
Oh, nice.
I am basically an operations manager post office operations. So that is what I do. And
so
the rest
your retirement check gonna look real good too.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to leave sooner than later.
Yeah.
If I can help it now, like let's make this happen.
Yes, he set himself up real good.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yes, real good.
And in my free time, I am the chapter president of our local Omega Psi Phi chapter in Shelby County, which is just south of Birmingham.
So you busy too?
Yeah, gotta stay busy. That idle mind and idle time, I don't need any trouble.
Workshop.
I don't need that kind of trouble.
Look, and it's not just the workshop during the holidays of Christmas.
Yeah.
So Arthur is being very, kind of modest, but he's a ordained minister too. He has a word for you. Let me tell you. So Stephanie, I'm gonna have to connect you one day.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Jaquez Baldwin as my guest host this evening. And would you introduce yourself, sir?
Absolutely. Well, by the way, Stephanie and Arthur, you guys, congratulations to you guys. Much success, and definitely intrigued to learn more about, you guys as well. But I'm Jaquez X Baldwin, and, I'm born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia. And, I've done a couple things, but, I like to say that what I do is I really help families that value legacy, protect their life, their health, and their wealth. Right. But that's what I do as a financial professional, but it doesn't really speak to so much of who I am. Who I am is a man of principles and values. And one thing that I value a lot is relationships, right? Because I truly believe that one of the greatest gifts that we're going to receive on this planet is going to come either through or from a person, right? And if I could sit on here and tell you guys how much I have received from Dr. C from this year alone.
Yes.
By the way, we probably met 365 days ago. She has been such a blessing to my life and my friends as well. Hopefully, I think we might have a conversation a little bit more later. But even from the standpoint that my communication skills, I'm like, okay, I know that's something that she's great at, and she introduced me to a club to where I can be able to sharpen my tool. And honestly, if I was to continue to tell you how much she's done for me this year, I'll be talking, for a very long time. So I just want to say thank you, Dr. C, once again. And like I said, relationships are everything.
I appreciate you. When I met you and Lennox and Brandon in December last year, I looked at the pictures just recently and I said, wow, these young men y'all caught my attention immediately. Your professionalism, your attire. I said I had to stay connected with them. And so I'm so glad that we are connected at the hip for life. And we never know why God does what he does, but I'm glad that he does. So you guys have enriched my life as well. So with that being said, we have some people to bless, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
And that's good though. Can I just say, Jaquez, that is awesome, because that's really what it's all about. Like, she bless you and look at you finna bless somebody else. You're paying it forward. That's what's up. That's where it's at. Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Reciprocity, right? I always tell people the foundation of my relationships is reciprocity, and that's how the world goes around.
Yes,
that's good.
Yes.
That's really good.
And before we invite our guests to the platform to kind of bless them, tell the audience, why you said yes, because I think it's important. My previous group, shared why this was important to say yes. And you may have alluded to it a little bit, Jaquez, but Stephanie, you may have, in Arthur as well. But if you guys would just take 60 seconds each and just share why this is so important to you to give back and to bless others.
Well, I think for me, Jaquez said it all. He said it way more eloquently than I could ever say it. And that is spot on. Every point that you touched on is exactly it. And like for me, I believe that nothing is impossible when we create ripples. And this is a part of creating ripples. Like this year's conference for me is going to be creating that ripple effect. And that's how because ripples, they extend far beyond the reach that you could ever imagine. And so when you start giving, pouring into other people's lives, this is what happens.
Absolutely.
You pay it forward for the next one, for somebody that paid it forward for you. And so I'm in it for the giving. I'm in it for the ripples. And so creating these ripples is my intent, and I'm intentional about it.
Yes. That's good. Real good.
Yeah.
Jaquez?
Yeah, I just amen that, right? Because these are things that like I believe is really something that goes around, and it's really the cycle of life, right? And I think a lot of times that we are in certain seasons in our life, and I think that in those certain seasons, whether it's good or bad, we just have to make sure that we have gratitude and we put that first. And I think that as long as you put gratitude first, there's going to be times that things might not just be going like as planned, but as long as you just be thankful, then and being thankful requires you to say that and allow somebody else to receive that thanks.
Yes.
Right? And so I think being able to put that out there allows it to, like she said, have that ripple effect and come back to you.
I totally agree. Gratitude, because this year has been a very challenging year for me health-wise. And every day I get up and I'm intentionally thanking God for the day. Thanking, because it could be worse, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I will always remain with that posture of gratitude, because when you look around and you think about maybe the news that you heard, or someone in your family or a co-worker, when you think about what someone else is going through and then you assess your situation and you're like, okay, mine might be a little dark, but it's not as dark.
Right.
And so I do have something to be thankful for. So a posture of gratitude is just forever my place to reside. So thank you. Arthur? Are you on mute? Are you on mute?
I am very much on mute.
Whatever you were saying, we need to hear.
So for me, it's quite different. Over the last maybe 20 to 30 years, I've come to the realization. Growing up, I wasn't that. I never understood that whole reciprocity or giving to someone else. But in my older years, I've realized that I absolutely love making someone smile and being that reason. And at our church, Shenita, we have that B3 ministry, and I never understood that. I'm like, what's B3? And it was blessed to be a blessing. And the more I started to apply that and realize that no matter how bad I think things are in my life, there's always someone who's going through a little more. And if I can be that bright spot in their day or in their month, and the element of surprise, I just absolutely love that. So for me, not growing up in the church, never really being a part of the church growing up, I often joke, especially when I'm in the pulpit or I'm teaching Bible study, that I was that kid who went to church like every other Easter, maybe, and maybe like every other funeral, maybe. So it's new to me, but to know that God has so blessed us so that we can be a blessing to others. Like he didn't just put us in these positions to keep everything to ourselves. And I don't think I'm going to have a U-Haul following my hearse when I check up out of here. So if I could spread the love now and surprise some deserving people who don't expect it, then hey, I figure let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, with that being said, hey, Felicia. Felicia is one of my favorite people that I work with.
Hey,
amen. I'm not sure to which part, and she might be amen to all of it. We appreciate you over there commenting. So we're going to invite in our special guests. We have 3 of them that we're going to invite in. We have a Tania Collins that we're going to bring in. We have a Lennox Francis and a Brandon Mercer. So I'm excited. So I'm just going to let them all in. Ladies first, as always. And then
you don't have to go first. Like, we can share it. Front line, like
yes. So we have everybody in the house. So hello to our guests. Brandon, Lennox, and Tania. Hello. Good evening, beautiful people.
Hello, hello. Good evening.
So these two gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, are the 3 men that I met last year in December. It might have been December 1st, or maybe it was the 4th, 2023. I can't remember. And they were all together, dressed to the nine, sharper than a knife that would cut through a raw piece of meat. Okay. So I am so grateful that I had the opportunity to meet them, connect with them, and to grow with them in 2024. So Tania, of course, ladies are always first. So Stephanie, I know that you have invited Tania. I'm not sure who. I think Faith. Can we invite Faith in?
Yes, they got knocked off. Faith and Miracle. They're sisters, so I'm not sure if they're on the
So
same.
I'll wait. So you want me to wait until the other one comes on, or you want me to bring them in now?
We'll wait. I'll text Miracle and see if they're jumping on separately or together.
Okay. So let me say a little bit of something about my friend Stephanie. So Stephanie and I grew up from first grade to now. So we've been together a long time, right? And so she has been one of my biggest supporters, and to always say yes to whatever I'm doing. And so she has identified someone in her world who she wanted to bless. So I want you, Stephanie, to take it from here.
So I have the honor and the pleasure of blessing my mentee, Tania Collins. She is a phenomenal young lady, very focused. She's a 9th grader. She goes to West Florida Tech, which can tell you, if anybody knows West Florida Tech, that's one of the prestigious high schools here. You don't just get in West Florida Tech, but she has been driven. She has been focused. She's an engineer student. Her goal is to make all A's, which she is knocking it out the park. Like 9th grade is different. So I told her, hey, like if you have a hiccup, it's okay. But this young lady is focused. She is community minded. She is always volunteering within her community, within her church. She always looks for opportunities to be able to give. And so when Shenita asked me, like, who would I like to bless? She was the first. I mean, I didn't even have to think about it. Literally, I did not have to think about, like, who was it that I wanted to bless. And so I have learned so much just from her. Even though I may be her mentor, I'm actually learning from her. And so I just hope that I am creating that effect that I talked about, that ripple effect in her life, so that when she gets to that point, then she'll give back, and that she'll remember some of the things that we talked about. And I pray that I've imparted things in her that she can carry on, that well beyond her high school years. And so I can't see you, Tania. I don't know if your mom is out there with you, but her mom, I think when I got my mentee, I inherited a beautiful family, her family, and I could see why Tania is who she is, because her family is that family too. And so I'm just thankful, truly thankful.
I love it.
There you go.
Hey. Yes. Congratulations, Tania.
And we just passed our engineering exam midterm.
Right. Yes. And let me tell you, this is so exciting because we have an engineer that just finished magna cum laude from FAMU right down here, civil engineer, double degree, second degree. Right. So who knows, this could be a good connection. Right. So congratulations, Tania. Can you hear us?
Thank you so much.
Oh, there you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Stephanie, you want to keep going?
So do I talk about what I'm going to bless her with?
Yep.
Or?
Yes.
So Tania and I talked about, she had like a little wish list that she was, and she doesn't even know that I am going to, she was saying, oh, it'd be so nice to get a telescope. And so I don't know, I don't have to show it, right?
You can.
So I'm blessing you with a telescope.
What?
Off of your wish list. I know you have another thing on your wish list that I'm working on too. So we're gonna get that other thing that's on your wish list too. I haven't told your mom yet, but I am working on it, and so it will happen. But this will be the first of the two. Okay.
Awesome. Congratulations.
That's
That
good.
is awesome.
Y'all know, and I'm gonna give this tidbit about Tania too. Like when I became her mentor in 7th grade, and so when I first met her, you know, we went over the books. Like she carried a backpack of books, and in her backpack she had a math dictionary. So she literally read that math dictionary. So when I say she's driven, she is driven.
Yes, I love it. So Tania, would you like to say something to Stephanie?
She's a little shy.
I want to thank you for inviting. Thank you so much for the gift.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Continue to strive and keep going higher. I'm super proud of you just listening to Stephanie share your journey. So keep the magic going. And we're glad to see you and to meet you.
Yes.
Okay, so let's keep this going. So Jaquez.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So for one, I want to say congratulations once again to Mia and you know, Miss Stephanie had mentioned some great things, and I want to share. You know, these are my brothers, like from middle school. Like I think 6th grade. I think me and Brandon actually met in like 2nd grade or whatnot. But me and Lennox in 6th grade, and we've been knowing each other for so long. And right, we have a group of friends that are like our core friends. And when I say that I value relationships, I really do. And one of the things about relationships that I've learned is really like 3 levels to relationships, right? As Miss Stephanie mentioned, you have people that are your mentors, right? And people that like Dr. C, that I'm like, okay, I'm learning from you. I'm learning from what you guys are doing. But then also those people, those individuals that are mentees, right? But then there's also the individuals that are like your running mates, your brothers, your friends. Like, and I think that Brandon and Lennox, we're running mates, right? We all have a different path, but we're still striving. And you know, I think that I want to congratulate both of them because they both have persevered through being able to achieve their dreams. And I know that is a hard thing to do. And I think being able to accomplish what they have accomplished, graduating just recent. So I don't want to just congratulate them for a second. Just give a round of applause for Brandon and Lennox for graduating in the last week or so. You know, appreciate. I mean, congratulations to you guys. But what I wanted to bless them with, I'm like, well, what would I do? One of the things that I do within the financial industry is I have mentees as well, as far as like agents that I help out. And, you know, one of the things that I realized as a person is that we have to steadily recreate ourselves, right? And there's different phases of lives that we have. And with Brandon and Lennox, you guys are graduating. So it's like now it's a whole new phase of life. It's like I got to recreate myself. So one thing that I've been doing, especially is going into the new year, one thing I've been doing for my agents as well, is we have this called a B2.0, right? And so it's how do I become my 2.0 self, right? And it's like a blueprint, so to speak, and it's like a framework of be, do, have. I don't know if anybody ever heard of that, right? In order to, you know, you have to become more in order to do more. You got to do more in order to have more, right? And so it's a framework that I created, and I'm gonna give it to both of them to really just go through it. Ask yourself questions on who do you want to be, right? What do you want to do, and what do you want to have? And the B part is super important, identifying, you know, who you want to become. And so that's what I'm gonna give my guys, and you know, we can chop it up and talk a little bit more about that. But I want to say once again, congratulations to my brothers. I knew they was gonna get it done, you know, and now we get to celebrate.
Awesome. Congratulations, gentlemen. And just to piggyback off of that, I am going to donate or gift each of them $100, just because I know, you know, particularly Brandon, because I don't know that I knew that Lennox was in school, but I was so excited to hear that he had graduated as well.
He's a secret.
Brandon, you know, this is his 2nd degree, and to graduate magna cum laude, right? In civil engineering from FAMU I'm so proud of both of you guys. But when I saw that level that you graduated from, Brandon, and just the conversations we had about a little bit of the journey and some of the challenges that were on the journey, but you stayed the course, just really did something. It blessed my heart. Let me just say that. Congratulations again to both of you. If you guys want to share a few words with the audience, feel free to do that now.
Danielle, you heard that. Stay the course.
Right.
Most definitely. So I just want to thank you guys for having me. All the blessings and all the love for everything, and congratulating me and my brother Lennox, and it's just amazing to be here. Like I've been saying, like, since I graduated, like, it really don't feel real yet. Like even when I found out I did the magna cum laude, like, I know I've been working hard, and like, you know, I know I've been up late doing it, but I didn't know. So when they told me that, like, that just like made my whole day, like, everything. I just knew everything was good. So, and I know I got like a lot of people that's like riding for me. So it just like made me feel good. And then like, so I just want to thank everybody for that. And like for you, Tania, like she said, like, it's definitely a connection here. So like, it's just amazing to see you doing engineering as well, like being a Black woman and you young. And you know, it's just like I met a lot of people, a lot of Black women as well at FAMU that's doing it, and it's a hard ride, especially for you guys, because like just the opportunities is just not the same, but you just got to have that same drive. And so like I'll be here for you, like, if you got any questions or anything with like any of your classes or anything like that, like because it's still fresh to me, and like I'm trying to do a lot with it. So I'm trying to get those connections and everything like that. And I just really love this platform that you've created for us, Dr. C, and all these people that you let us meet. So yeah, that's just it's a blessing to be blessed by you guys. So thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes. And thank you. I appreciate that, because we definitely will need to get your contact information, because we'll have some questions.
Yes. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Like Brandon said, Dr. C, I appreciate you having us all this year, and especially today. You know, we just had some big accomplishments in our life, and it's always good to have people supporting after you went through the journey of college. You know, so many trials and tribulations, but we made it through. So I appreciate everything. I appreciate the love, and going to 2025 strong.
Yes, I love it. And Stephanie, Arthur, Lennox is military related also.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to say that.
Just that little small piece, right?
little bit. I just ETS in August. So
okay. What branch?
Army.
Okay. See, that's
yeah.
The original. Yes. So I am so proud. And let me just say this. My 13-year-old granddaughter, Madison, wants to be a civil engineer. I don't know if I said that or shared that with you guys, but yeah. So we'll have to have a conversation for sure.
Most definitely.
So congratulations again to all of you, Tania, Lennox, Brandon. Last but certainly not least, Arthur has a special presentation, and we're going to bring in his guest, Faith Mixon. We're going to welcome her to the platform, and we're going to allow Arthur to do what he does. Bless the people. So without further delay, welcome to the platform, Faith Mixon.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. We're so glad to have you. And before I turn it over to Arthur, I just want to say Arthur has been one of the biggest supporters as well over the years. Him and my husband were like this. And so he has truly supported all initiatives, whether financial, physically, spiritually. And I'm so grateful to call him my brother, because when you have bonus family members, it's something special about them. And so I'm grateful to be gifted him as a part of my family. So thank you, Arthur. So I'm going to let you take it from here.
Thank you. I'm like, who is she talking about?
It's all you. It's all you.
So Faith is, so we had to trick Faith into getting on, right? So first off, that's that part. We told her that as a part of our Divine Nine, we needed her to get on, her sister to get on, so they can talk about what giving means to them and the Christmas spirit and all of this other stuff, because we had to keep her in the dark. We don't want her to figure anything out. I even manipulated the email that I forwarded them, and I took some of your bullet points out and I put in there that they needed to be prepared to speak about giving. But Faith we're all a part of the NPHC in Shelby County, the National Panhellenic Council here in Shelby County. And Faith is always giving. Her sister Miracle is our chapter for Shelby County, is the president. So I had to get Miracle in on it. But the reason you are here today, Faith, because it does have a little something to do with giving. I know right now you do everything for everybody, and you and the boys and all of that great stuff. I know that you're a cancer survivor, and we're having to battle that again unexpectedly. And so with all of that going on, just me being my normal crazy AB self, I said, how about I take care of Christmas for Faith and the boys? So you don't have to worry about getting any toys for the boys. A friend of yours who you know, a very good friend and mentor of mine, Bobby Clayton, who went to UAB, who pledged at UAB 1983, he was like, hey, I'm not going to let you do it by yourself. So Bobby and I chipped in, and we're taking care of Christmas for the boys. And hopefully they get here on time, because I know my little man is a future Q. So I already have his purple and black shoes. Her son has been going crazy because his purple shoes, he can't wear them anymore and they're messed up. So we wanted to make sure that we got his purple shoes, got him another pair of purple Jordans. And there he is right there.
I love it.
We're taking care of Christmas. And my concern was, because I told Miracle, I said, I'm just going to be outside in the truck and I'm just going to pull up. And then I said, no, I don't want the boys to see anything. So it works out this way. The boys will be gone all Christmas Eve and until 3 p.m. on Christmas Day. So that gives me a chance to drop everything off before they get there, and they will have all of their stuff taken care of.
Wow.
I am over here trying to fight back tears myself. When you told me about this a couple of days ago, I just said, man, that's my dude right there. That is my guy right there, because a heart to serve, a heart to bless other people is just who you are.
Yes, and you'll have to see her. I mean, we're at meetings. She got the boys with her. She got the baby, and it's an arm baby trying to feed the baby. I mean, she does so much and never asks for anything in return. So I figure, what better way than to surprise someone than to surprise Faith?
Wow.
Congratulations, Faith. I could tell that you're an incredible person. For Arthur and the Claytons, and of course, you know, I know the Claytons.
Yes.
And Stephanie, the Clayton he's talking about is Kim Scott's uncle and aunt.
Oh, okay. Yes.
We met them at the Seabreeze Jazz Festival years prior to him passing, and just connected instantly with them, and the rest is history.
So that's a good word, right? We got a good word, because
So back to you, Faith. Your name is Faith for a reason. You've had to use your faith on this journey. I heard him say that you're battling cancer for the second time. And you are a single mother of 2 boys. Is that correct? And so you've had to have strong faith, solid faith. And I can tell that you are resilient. And so I thank you for just being an example to the people who see you, and especially for Arthur to identify you as the one because of what you represent and what you have been doing. So I just want to say thank you for being a shining light in this dark world to so many people. Continue to spread the love that you are blessed to give to so many, and that ripple effect is going to be profound. So please share your thoughts if you can.
1 second, I'm trying to get myself together. Oh, no.
And it's okay, we understand. And while she's getting herself together, Arthur, do you want to share anything else?
So I normally, as Pastor Luke say, I've been running from this preaching thing since like 2012. I'm just like, nah, I don't preach. I just teach a little bit. I speak at some of the churches or whatever. And so I've always kept it to that extent and downplayed it. And I normally drop like little spiritual nuggets like I do on Facebook or whatever. And I drop something in the group yesterday. I was debating on dropping something about scars, because you know how Pastor Luke is always talking about the scars, and it's a story hidden behind the stars. But something that I posted yesterday that just simply said, God says your waiting season is coming to an end. Your miracle is about to manifest suddenly. So when I sent that to Faith, she sent me some. Well, I dropped it in our group me, and she sent it back like, man, you just don't know. God's been giving me this word suddenly for months. It's come to me like 5 times in the process, explaining what she's going through. And that was, I know you and I had already talked about her, but that was confirmation for me right there. When you like, well, maybe I could do Faith and the Boys and I could do something else. But when she sent that response back, that was just further confirmation. I think I called Miracle as soon as Faith and I finished texting. I called her sister, like, listen, we got to make sure we do it right now. Now let's do a walkthrough. What are we going to say?
I love it. I love it. And to have Arthur on your team in your corner, baby, is somebody. Let me just say that. Okay.
I'm so grateful I'm gonna try to get it out while I can for the tears start flowing again. But thank you guys. AB is amazing. Again, to have him, in my corner, and just the support that he's just not only provided for me, but for my boys as well. Because in the middle of this, I'm going through a divorce as well. So that's on top of going through the chemo and all these other things like that. It's been a lot for a very, very long time. So I appreciate you all so much. And I was telling someone from my support group that I'm used to being on the other side. I'm used to being one of the ones that's giving, and sewing and things like that. And I'm a realtor, and so every year for the past, I don't know how many years, I pay one of my past clients' house notes for Christmas.
Oh wow!
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
But that was a good word. I was like,
wow.
And the rest, I'm sure she's coming back. There she is.
I'm back. Okay, yeah. So I do a house note giveaway every year, and I wasn't able to do that this year just because of everything that's been going on, and but I prayed. I was like, well, God, I'm like, my prayer said I'll be able to make up for it next year and do double. But I'm always looking for opportunities to give and to sow, and to be on this side of it is a very humbling experience. But at the same time, it makes me extremely grateful for the times where I was able to be the person saying, oh, hey, your kids need this. Here you go. Hey, you're short on this. Here you go. Like, I got you. So, God has a way of always doing things to remind me that he hasn't forgotten me.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
And it's like, you know it in your heart and you know it in your spirit, but when so much goes on, sometimes you don't question it, but the thoughts come,
They do.
But like, the word says, we take every thought and we hold it captive under obedience to the word of God. And so, like, when the thoughts come, I'm just like, well, Lord, no, Lord. I'm like, you said you'll never leave me. You said you'll never forsake me. You said that you always got me and I'm covered. And so, just to have the support, I'm grateful.
Yes.
I think that's about all I can get out right now because I'm about to start crying again, but I'm grateful. So
And that's a great posture to be at and receive. We don't give to receive, but because we give, we are going to receive.
Yeah.
Reciprocity is what Jaquez said earlier, and that's just how it works. But we have the right intentions when we do.
Right.
Because somebody paid it forward to us at some point on our journey, right? And so we are here to bless. We're blessed to be a blessing, as Arthur said earlier. B3, blessed to be a blessing to other people. So I just want to say thank you all for agreeing, one, to join me to bless our people. I am also going to be giving away, I think it's 3 personal or mini German chocolate cakes, and I have my recipients who will be receiving cakes next week. So I'm excited, to even be in the kitchen stirring around and blessing some people while I can, right? So I don't take that for granted because we could be here today and gone tomorrow, be here this year and next year not here. So we just have to relish in those moments while we can, bless who we can while we can, do what we can while we can. And I love the fact that, Arthur, you said about suddenly being blessed.
Yes.
I'm expecting that suddenly in my life to come sooner than later.
That's good.
And God knows the secret cries. He knows the secret request. He knows my heart because I talk to him.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking to you all. And so they have been made known. And so I'm walking in expectancy of receiving them. That's just simply put. And so I'm just grateful to have you guys in my corner, grateful to know each and every one of you all. And Faith, I hope to get to meet you one day. Tania, I hope to get to meet you as well. We have a toy giveaway for the Clayton County Public School System on Saturday. So if anybody's in the city, volunteer, I'm looking for volunteers. Brandon came last year, and I really appreciate you, Brandon, for being in the house to help us last year. We have double the toys this year. We're giving out 1,000 toys to 500 kids.
That's nice.
Because each kid gets 2 toys each. So if you know any babies between the ages of 0 and 5, hit me up because that's the area that we lack the most numbers. 0 to 5 boys and girls. 0 to 5, but the kids have to be there and they have to come and pick the toys themselves. So with that being said, if you guys have 30 seconds, I want to give you to share your business or to share a closing thought. Starting with the ladies first. Always Faith, if you would like to share 30 seconds, if you can.
You said just 30 seconds of what? I'm sorry. I heard you, but I'm still coming. I'm coming back down to earth.
So I'll let Stephanie go first. 30 seconds of closing it out, and just whether you want to share your business or whether you just want to share a closing thought. Stephanie?
So I'll share a closing thought. I would just like to say thank you, my friend. It is always a blessing and always, 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 always a pleasure. Anytime, like you call me, like she'll call me up any time of day, any night, like give me an encouraging word. I think she feels me when I'm in those moments. And so I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this journey and to be a part of all the things that God is doing in your life. I know that this is only the beginning because I see great things that are coming, and the expectancy is showing up every day. And so I think this is only a tip of the iceberg. Keep creating those ripples, and whenever you need me, whatever you need, I'm just a phone call away. I'll be there. You know I will.
Yes. Thank you. I love you so much and
Love you
appreciate
too.
you so much. Woo. Faith.
Okay, I think I'm ready now.
Okay.
So again, I just want to take an opportunity to say thank you all again so much, just for the love, the support, and thank you for what you're doing. The Bible says, that if we give, it'll be given unto us. Good measure,
Yes.
pressed down, shaken together, running over. Shall men give into your bosom. And I think a lot of times we look around for, stuff that just fall out the sky, but the word specifically says that men will give unto us. So, it's gonna come from the person, and we have to remember that we're the hands and feet of Jesus.
Yes.
He can't do anything in this earth outside of us. And so when he speaks to us and gives us those words to do things, to give, to sow, to do whatever it is, we just have to remember that we're his hands and feet. So thank you all for being the hands and feet of Jesus, not just to me, but just to the other people that you guys have blessed in this process. And I'm looking forward to being on the other side of this and joining you all in giving on the next go round. So I'm again just extremely grateful, and I just speak 100-fold return to each and every one of you in Jesus' name. So thank you.
Yes. Tight hugs.
Yeah, yes.
Tight hugs.
So that was a confirmation, because Luke 6:38 was the scripture that came on the Rick and Smiley show this morning. So
Wow.
confirmation that we right there. Luke 6:38.
There we go. Lennox.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So for me, I would just say I'm a big motivational guy, or just a person of resilience. So this is my favorite quote by far. Led by it to this day. Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Oh, I
And
love
that's
that.
been like my motto for the whole year.
Love
And
that.
just been constantly changing, constantly evolving, being at 2.0. And
So-
I'm taking it with me to 2025. And I wish blessing on each and everybody in here. And let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Brandon.
Okay, so again, thank y'all. Thank you, Dr. C, Miss Stephanie, and I believe Mr. Charles.
Arthur.
Oh, Arthur.
Mhm.
And so it's just real big. Every time I'm here, I just get so cheesy and everything. It just means a lot to me to be able to be here and speak, and Dr. C giving us this platform just to be able to just show our blessings and show people how we doing it, and being young and doing big things that we do, and just I think I want to leave with the people just always being humble and staying and just staying the course and working hard, and I want to piggyback off of Lennox and also share a quote that I got this quote from my professor at Edward Waters, and when I graduated in 2022 with my mathematics degree, and his name is Coach Hill, and he's just he's like another big mentor for me. He's older, and he's also a Q dog as well. So and he always tell me he's about 80, maybe 86, but he always tell people that he's not senile yet, and like don't try to get one over on. He always telling his students don't try to get one over on him. And so it's just always real funny how like we still stay in touch. And so when he called me to congratulate me on my graduation and stuff, he reminded me, he always used to tell me the roots of education are so bitter, but the fruits are so sweet.
Oh,
And he
nice. Yes.
he always reminded me that, and he told me that on a Wednesday before I graduated, and it was just like, man, just keep going. We was talking about going to get my master's, and and that's what he brought that quote up and reminded me about it, and I just been thinking about that, and just staying educated and staying the course and staying just open to learn. Like I heard somebody say, just being able to learn every day is amazing, and yeah, so that's my blessing to leave with everybody. Thank you, Dr.
Love
C.
it. I love
And
it.
that smile is infectious. I'm just gonna say
I know
that.
it.
I'm just gonna put that out
It
there.
keeps smiling.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yes,
And,
ma'am.
and look, you keep cheesing. So when you walking down the street, people say, "What you smiling about?" You can tell them. You don't even know. Do you have time? But last but certainly not least, Jaquez Baldwin, closing words.
Yes, yes. You know, I think we all can agree that Dr. C is a true example of a leader, right? A true example of a leader. And you know, I used to this year since I've known her, I've gone to her different events, hop on a podcast, and there's so many people that's showing up and they have so many great things to say about her, and that says a lot about her, right? And one thing that you know what leadership is influence, and she has amazing influence, and that's because of her heart, and that's because of your heart, Dr. C. And I think that the love that everybody felt today is real, and that's because of the leader, and you are that leader. And I just want to say I appreciate you because you have been an example for all of us.
Thank you. You guys bless me more than you know. My heart is sincere. I want to see people be good and do good. Be good and do good. Whether Arthur, you're a leader, you know, you're a supervisor, you're only as good as your team.
Yeah.
And if you want your team to be good, you got to be good, and you got to be good to them.
Yes.
You got to look out for them. And Stephanie, you know, you have a team. You understand. And so to the young men, the three of you guys, I want to say to you all, you have all matriculated through college, childless. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I'm giving you your flowers. I want to say to you all, you graduated, all three of you all graduated childless and without being married or caught up in, I'm sure you may have had some relationships that could have taken you out, right? But I'm really proud that you guys are matriculating and you setting something up so that when you do bring whomever into your fold, if you choose to, that you get to bring them in a different type of way, right?
Yes.
And you know how I am about relationships. And I don't want to see anybody get caught up in some relationships that will take you to a level where you will never be able to come back from. And so I want you guys to think about, as you continue to matriculate through, whether it's more education, whether it's a greater career path, take your time. Make sure that you work on your mental health. Make sure you take time to reset from this school journey as you're preparing for the next phase. Make sure that you are good. Don't feel bad if you need to go sit in a chair and get help and therapy to work through some things that you are dealing with. This holiday season sometimes is very challenging for many people. They suffer in silence. There's no need to suffer in silence. You all know that I'm a certified life coach. If you need to holler at me, ask Arthur if you can holler at me. And it'll be safe.
Absolutely.
And so make sure that you take care of you on this journey and prepare in a way that you will be what you desire in the future for your life. If you need me to vet some people for you, holler at me for that too.
That's right. She will definitely do that for you. Look.
And be like,
Right. Not that one. Come here.
That ain't a good fit. But I am so honored and grateful for each and every one of you all. And as we move into 2025, I will only host one show a month. I made a decision last year to host one show a month in 2024, and the gentleman hosted one. In 2025, I decided I'm going back to an organic or starting a new one show a month, and then I'll be able to do some other things.
Yes.
Wow.
And I want whatever the substantive show is each month to be substantive. So I'm excited about 2025. So thank you all for being a part of this journey with me for 2024, being a part of today's history making show. Faith, we are so honored that you are here and to have gotten a chance to just glean a little bit of who you are, the essence of who you are from Arthur. So thank you, and many prayers for you as you go through this journey of healing. We claim victory over it all, and may your holiday seasons be all that you desire and more. And Arthur, you have somebody that want to say something?
Yes, it's a whole surprise, another surprise for Faith as we get to know. But this other one is being slow. So look who else I have with me in my makeshift studio. Not just Kim. I got Shenita, and not only, this stubborn one right here doesn't want to come on. So voila.
Hey
y'all, okay.
Hello, and happy holidays to you all, ladies.
Thank you.
Did y'all want to say something to Faith before we close out?
We love you, babe.
Love you.
Y'all too.
Oh, this is what it's all about, guys. Blessings. So thank you all again for being a part of tonight's show, the last show of the year. And to the audience, thank you all for journeying with us. Make sure that you get your house in order.
That's it.
That's my platform.
Yes.
Whatever it is that you need to do, whether it's getting a will, a power of attorney, your bank account straight, checking to see if you have your finances, your life insurance, get your house in order today, not tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys have a wonderful evening. Remember, I love you, but God loves you most and he loves you best. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Tink you all.
Love you.
Love you more. Take care.
All right. Bye.
I'm trying to get out of here.